Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to UC Davis's Centennial Convocation. My name is Enrique Lavernia, and I have the privilege of serving as the Dean of the College of Engineering, and more recently as the provost designate. I'm very honored to have been asked to be the MC today, because it's a special day. But before we get started with our formal program, I'd like to acknowledge the UC Davis Symphony Orchestra, which, by the way, happens to be celebrating its 50th anniversary. Thank you, Deacon Holloman, for your talent and that of your students. It's great to have you here today. Fall Convocation is a special time because it marks the beginning. It marks a time of promise. We come together as a community to celebrate the promise of the new year and to celebrate the many accomplishments that are before us. It certainly is great to see all of you today, parents, students, faculty, and members of our UC Davis community. I also know that we're joined by many new members of our UC Davis family this morning. Welcome to UC Davis. It's a very special time to be here because we are about to celebrate our 100th year of excellence in research, teaching, and service. Just imagine the last 100 years and try to envision what we're going to do the next 100 years. Join me in extending a very warm welcome to all returning and incoming students, but especially the members of the class of our Centennial class. Now, UC Davis appreciates all the many great friends who do so much to support our university and its great mission. Please welcome our donors and volunteers in attendance today, including the UC Davis Foundation trustees, chancellors, laureates, and members of the Kalagi Alumni Association. We are also honored to have another special group in the audience. Please extend a warm welcome to the consuls and consuls general from China, Huang Jin, France, bienvenue, Greece, Carlos Ilfate, Japan, Jucoso, Mexico, bienvenidos, and the United Kingdom, welcome. But also many thanks to everyone who's joined us today to celebrate our Centennial Convocation. Now, in just a few moments, you'll have the opportunity to hear from our guest speakers about today's theme, which is a century of doing what matters. But first, please allow me to present the stage party. Members of the stage party, will you please stand as I call your names? First, extend our very warm welcome to our Chancellor, Larry Vanderhoof. Next, please join me in welcoming UC Davis Interim Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor Barbara Horwitz. And here to represent UC Davis's outstanding faculty are Pablo Ortiz, Vice Chair of the Academic Senate, and Steve Blank, Academic Federation Representative. Also here to represent our dedicated staff all across the university, please welcome Peter Blando, Chair of the UC Davis Staff Assembly. And here on behalf of UC Davis's exceptional student body is Ivan Carrillo, President of the Associated Students of UC Davis. The next member of our stage party is Chair of the UC Davis Foundation. The UC Davis Foundation helps to raise philanthropic support, advocates for our campus, and manages a portion of our endowment. Please welcome our own Pam Fair. Next, please welcome the President of the Kalagi Alumni Association, Patrick Blacklock. And now, I have the pleasure to introduce our 5 guest speakers who will be sharing their thoughts on this year's convocation theme. Gabriela Wong, senior in sociology and law and society major, and a 2008-2009 Strauss Scholar. Marshall McKee, Tribal Council Chair of the Rumsey Band of Winton Indians and UC Davis Foundation Board Trustee. Julia Ann Easley, Senior Public Information Representative, UC Davis News Service and Red Cross Disaster Volunteer. Dr. John Madigan, Professor of Veterinary Medicine and Head of the UC Davis Veterinary Emergency Response Team. And Dr. Candice Curley, School of Medicine alumna and founder of the project Africa Global. Many thanks to each of you, and we look forward to your comments. Now, when Chancellor Vanderhoof invited me to take part as MC of this convocation, he asked if I might share some of my own thoughts as to this year's theme of doing what matters. And after giving it some thought, to me it boiled down to one word, and that is people. You see, in order to do what matters, you need to understand how your decisions affect people. And I think that's very consistent with our theme, A Century of Doing What Matters, for our Centennial Convocation. Because UC Davis, from the beginning, has promoted an environment that encourages faculty to strive not just for scholarly achievement, but also excellence in pursuing their goals and making a difference in their areas of expertise. So when we think about our work, we measure it by different standards. Standards that make a difference, a positive difference in the world. UC Davis has had a great impact because of this on the world around it and on working on some of the more important issues that we face today. For instance, we have a broad array of interdisciplinary research and academic programs aimed at finding answers to the energy crisis. We also have stellar faculty and programs that are working on making sure that the world's food supply is abundant and safe. And you can think of any major state, national, or global issue, and I assure you there are UC Davis policy experts working behind the scenes to find answers. The members of our faculty understand that making a contribution to society is an important and noble goal. And we also encourage our students to get involved in clubs, not just because it helps their resumes, but because we know it'll help them become better leaders tomorrow. As dean, I have always been very impressed by the values of this university, and I know that we are different from other institutions. We expect more from our faculty, our students, and our staff. In fact, that special spirit was recently recognized by the Washington Monthly Magazine, which ranks UC Davis 8th among all U.S. universities for its contributions to society. The faculty, the students, and staff of this great institution are dedicated to making a better world, a better state, and hopefully a better future for everyone.